Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're taking back your browser privacy. We are going to cut right through all the technical jargon to give you a straightforward, no-nonsense look at the tools that can actually protect your digital footprint.
So here's a question for you. Is your browser just a tool, or is it a data machine? Think about it. Most of us just pop open our laptops, click whatever default browser is sitting there, and start surfing without a second thought. But mainstream browsers are constantly trading your personal data for mere convenience. Are you using a neutral tool to access the web, or are you actually feeding a massive data engine?
Here's our roadmap for today. 1. The data collection problem. 2. DuckDuckGo and simple privacy. 3. Brave, the built-in bouncer. 4. LibreWolf, the privacy purist. And 5. Choosing your privacy path.
Section 1. The data collection problem, the hidden cost of mainstream browsing.
All right, to really understand the solutions, we first have to grasp the baseline problem with heavyweights like Google Chrome and Microsoft Edge. There is a massive trade-off happening every time you log on. You get this incredibly fast, free software that effortlessly syncs your passwords and bookmarks across all your devices, right? Sounds absolutely great. But the cost? Well, these browsers are acting as engines that constantly feed your data into massive advertising ecosystems. Chrome isn't just a browser, it's a vital piece of a larger machine tied to the exact same company running ads on half the internet. That convenience is amazing, but it literally costs you your privacy.
And you know, this issue is actually getting a lot more urgent. Chrome launched back in 2008 and completely reset the market with its speed. By 2020, even Edge basically surrendered and rebuilt itself on Google's underlying Chromium engine. But here's the real kicker, June 2025. That's when Chrome fully enforces something called Manifest v3. In plain terms, this limits how many rules ad blockers can use. Popular privacy tools are actively being weakened overnight. You're losing control over what you can actually block.
Section 2. DuckDuckGo. Simple privacy. The absolute lowest friction option.
Okay, let's look at our first alternative. If you're someone who wants zero setup and absolutely zero friction, DuckDuckGo provides this delightfully simple set-it-and-forget-it experience. You probably know them for their search engine, but they got so frustrated with how normal browsers handle privacy that they just built their own. You don't have to overthink it, you literally just install it and go.
It's built entirely on a privacy-first philosophy, and on most platforms, it doesn't even run on that Google Chromium engine we just talked about. It has some really clever features too, like the Duck Player, which specifically blocks YouTube's ad targeting, and my personal favorite, the Fire button. One single tap and it instantly wipes all your browsing data. Just gone. It even includes email protection to strip out hidden trackers from your inbox. It's a fantastic, easy way to keep your digital footprint tiny and tidy.
Section 3. Brave, the built-in bouncer. A balance of performance and active control.
Now, if you want a bit more active control, Brave is your go-to. It's basically the equivalent of having a huge bouncer standing right at the door of your browser, checking everyone's ID, and just sending advertisers home. Instead of just cleaning up after you browse, Brave aggressively stops trackers from ever getting in. And it has some serious pedigree, right? It was founded by Brendan Eich, the guy who created JavaScript and co-founded Mozilla. Right out of the box, it blocks ads, trackers, and third-party cookies by default. You don't have to touch a single setting. It automatically forces secure HTTPS connections everywhere and has built-in anti-fingerprinting. And here's the best part. Because it's blocking all that heavy, bloated ad data, web pages actually load noticeably faster.
But you know, every piece of tech has a trade-off. While you get incredible out-of-the-box speeds with practically zero ads, that aggressive blocking means some websites will just throw a tantrum and break. When that happens, you kind of have to tell that built-in bouncer to lower the shields for a minute. Also, Brave includes an optional cryptocurrency reward system. It lets you earn tokens for viewing privacy-respecting ads. Totally optional, but it is something you'll have to navigate around if you're not into crypto.
Section 4. LibreWolf. The privacy purist. For those who refuse to compromise.
Okay, let's head to the far end of the spectrum for the real power users. But first, we need to talk about telemetry. Telemetry is just background data sent from a software app back to its creators to monitor performance. Even privacy-focused browsers like Firefox send this data home. Mainstream browsers, they absolutely rely on it. But LibreWolf, it strips out absolutely all of it. Zero data is ever sent home to its developers, period.
LibreWolf is basically built on Firefox, but with every single concession to commercial viability completely ripped out. There's no telemetry, no sponsored content, nothing. It's fully open source and pre-configured to block trackers by default. It even disables fingerprinting and automatic updates right out of the box, just to ensure a background download doesn't secretly compromise your privacy. This browser absolutely does not hold your hand.
But remember the golden rule here, high privacy equals high friction. Because LibreWolf is so aggressively locked down, you lose out on convenient things like easily syncing your tabs across your phone and your laptop. And those intense default settings, yeah, they will definitely break certain websites. If you want this level of uncompromising zero data purity, you have to accept a slightly less convenient daily routine.
Section 5. Choosing your privacy path. Finding the right balance for your daily routine.
So, how do we actually pull this all together? Well, taking back your internet privacy doesn't require a computer science degree. You just have to pick your preferred level of friction. You've got your lowest friction option with DuckDuckGo for effortless, tidy surfing. You step up to medium friction with Brave, giving you that automated bouncer-like control. And then you climb up to the highest friction with LibreWolf for uncompromising zero data purity.
When you line them all up side by side, the contrast is pretty clear. DuckDuckGo gives you that set it and forget it ease and the awesome fire button, but with fewer options for fine-tuning. Brave gives you fantastic default tracker blocking, but you might have to deal with optional crypto elements. And LibreWolf offers absolute zero telemetry, but at the cost of breaking sites and losing cross-device syncing. There really is no perfect browser out there, only the perfect browser for your specific needs.
The era of the web where privacy was just a given is completely over. And honestly, those data engines are only getting hungrier. So I'll leave you with this. How much of your daily convenience are you actually willing to trade to finally stop being watched online? The choice is entirely yours. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.